NASA had to abort its second attempt to launch the Artemis 1 mission after a liquid hydrogen leak while the core stage was being fueled. Mission engineers made 3 attempts at troubleshooting the issue, but after all attempts failed, launch director Charlie Blackwell Thompson officially scrubbed the launch attempt. Mission engineers detected a hydrogen leak that was 3 times the maximum acceptable safe amount, creating a flammability risk. This is what led to the decision to scrub the launch. This means that the next backup launch opportunity of Monday is also unsustainable, and the maiden test flight of humanity's first crew-capable moon mission in 50 years will be further delayed. Senior NASA officials said that the next attempt would be delayed until at least the end of September. 3 women among the 49 Ivorian soldiers detained in Mali have been released. The women arrived home late on Saturday, about 7 weeks after their arrest sparked a diplomatic spat between the military-ruled Mali and the Ivory Coast. Mali said that the group who were detained at the airport in the Malian capital Bamako on July 10th had flown in without permission and were considered mercenaries. Ivory Coast, which has repeatedly requested their release, said that the soldiers were unfairly arrested after being sent to provide backup for the UN peacekeeping mission in Mali, MINUSMA. They say their role within the mission was well known to the Malian authorities. Togolese Foreign Minister Robert Duce, whose country has been mediating talks, told reporters on Saturday that the 3 women were released as a humanitarian gesture by Mali's leader, Colonel Assimi Goita. Ethiopian and Eritrean government forces have launched an attack in Ethiopia's northern region of Tigray, targeting rebel forces. Getachew Reda, the Tigray's People Liberation Front spokesperson, said on Thursday that both the nation's forces had attacked the rebels in Adayabo in the north of the region. A humanitarian worker in Shire said that the drivers coming from the area reported cross-border shelling on Wednesday. The conflict resumed last week after a 5-month lull, with clashes on the ground and air raids over Tigray dashing hopes of peacefully resolving the nearly 2-year war. Fighting had been concentrated around the southeastern border of Tigray, with the rebels pushing into the neighboring Amhara and Afar regions, sending residents fleeing. Tens of thousands of protesters took to the streets in Prague in a massive show of protest against the Czech government on Saturday. Protesters from the far right and far left joined forces to rally against the country's government. The protesters demanded the resignation of the current coalition government led by Conservative Prime Minister Petr Fiala, criticizing it for a number of issues, including its Western-oriented policies. An estimated 70,000 people called on the ruling coalition to do more to control the soaring energy prices and voiced their opposition to the European Union and NATO. Organizers of the demonstration from a number of far-right and fringe political groups, including the Communist Party, said that the Central European nation should be neutral militarily and ensure direct contracts with gas suppliers, including Russia.